The formation of the BRICS bloc of nations and the attendant economic amalgamation is going ahead to prove that the Bible is the most valid and authentic authoritative source of information about God's sovereignty and plans. This economic pact is to prepare the ground for a much more devilish and sinister pursuit, which is the military union or conglomeration of armies of goat nations to come together under Russia, along with Iran, Iraq, Turkey, Libya, Syria,
all Arab nations adjoining Russia,
all Islam-influenced African nations, and surprisingly, Germany, to form what the Bible called Gog and Magog, military alliance to invade Israel. Zechariah chapter 12, 1-3. It is the fulfillment of biblical prophecy written by prophet Ezekiel about 4,000 years ago. The vivid write-ups in Ezekiel chapters 38 and 39 gives a lucid picture of what lies ahead in the socio-political and spiritual dynamics among nations of this world in few years to come. Certainly, and surely, without fail, Russia is going to forge a strong military and economic bloc to counter the USA and the West, NATO. The USA, reeling from serious internal unrest, is going to be decimated and weakened economically and militarily so much as not able to defend any other ally nation, particularly Israel. Russia will hoodwink its Arab and Muslim-dominated nations to join forces to attack Israel for its wealth, which is presently largely undeclared publicly. Ref Ezekiel chapter 38, 3-18. Israel is set and bound to go through another future experience, a much more severe than the October 7 surprise invasion in few years ahead. This time, it will not be Hamas or Hezbollah or Houthis. It will be an armada of nations like a swarm of bees, led by Russia. Ref Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 9, 14-16. It will be bad for Israel at the beginning for several reasons. 1. They would have been deceived to feel safe and relaxed due to a previously signed worldwide publicized peace accord signed with several nations, i.e. presently hostile Arab neighbors, and other clearly, loudly anti-Semitic nations. Ref Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 11. 2. Due to this 7-year peace treaty, which will be a false treaty anyway, they would have changed their national policy of prioritizing military defense readiness and strategic planning. Israel will be ruled by deceived and compromised political leaders who will usher in a new glorious era of peace, prosperity, vanity fun-loving and entertainment-seeking generation. Ref Isaiah chapter 28, 3. There will be little or no defense lines in Israel. No preparation for attack. Why? Peace accord. Prophets Isaiah and Daniel spoke of this future trap for Israel and all nations. Ref Isaiah chapter 28 verse 14, 15. The covenant of death, falsehood. Ref Daniel 9:27. Confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. 4. Miraculously, after losing much at the beginning, including not having anybody to assist, not even the USA or the UK, the Israelis will recover. Certainly, without fail, there will be a shocking divinely orchestrated presently seemingly unknown technological edge by Israel, aided by angelic beings, that will reverse the course of things. Ref. Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 18-23. Ezekiel chapter 39, 3-7. Zechariah chapter 10, 3-7. Zechariah chapter 12, 4-9. USA and allies. The future is bleak for the USA, UK, Canada and many otherwise liberalized Western civilized nations in Europe and everywhere. They will reap the result of relapse into ungodliness and lasciviousness. Despite all warnings, they allowed Islamist infiltration of terrorists into their nations, wreaked havoc internally progressively, hijacked the socio-political environment and brainwashed their youths, neutralized their godliness, weakened their patriotism and cancelled their cultures. No strong united armies, weakened economy and decimated productivity. They become toothless barking dogs. Ref Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 13.
nations in alliance with GOG, Russia,
Nations in alliance against Israel. Any nation that is joined with Russia and the Arab nations against Israel are automatically categorized as goat nation. God will rain judgments on them, saith the scriptures. Ref Matthew chapter 25. 31 to 46. Perish the idea of a no Israel world. It will never happen. But there is coming a time prophetically called the time of Jacob's trouble in the future. Then, it may look like Israel is done away with, but it will return again.